Alright, so I'm back. Alright, let's first things first, let's get the exhaust sorted out. There's the hole. Alright, it did say there was only one, I think. Scanner. Yeah, only one. Well, I think that is the only repair that we can actually do at the moment. What actually changed? Not a great deal by the looks of it. Oh, that's now got... There was a car there, wasn't there? And some ladders and stuff. So that's now changed. That's our wreck that we're going to work on eventually. So we will get the rust off. If we do that, then that. Like I say, what you want to do is do as little as possible because you've got to putty fill all of that. So yeah, you want to be doing as little as possible. So for those of you that may have just joined, then there was a stream already this morning on this game. This stream is going to be about roughly 45 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes, and then it's lunchtime, and then we will be on then again this afternoon from probably about 12:30, 1 o'clock would be my guess. But yeah, as I say, we've had one or two technical issues this morning, so the computer keeps turning off. So we're just kind of going on from that, really. But it does go tomorrow. It's being collected and is going back. Is being collected by the manufacturer and is going to be going off to repair. But I've spoken to them today and said to them, look, you know, am I safe to use it? And they're like, oh yeah, absolutely. You know, the only thing is that it may just sort of kind of shut off on you and lose what you're sort of kind of been doing. So just be kind of, in a way, I suppose, you know, prepared for that. So that's what we are doing. But we'll get all this filled in, and then hopefully we can rub it all down and then get on to spraying. I do forget to turn the scanner on because it is easier. Honestly, it's so much easier doing it that way. No matter what they tell you. Cannot get that song out of my head. I just can't get you out of my head. Song, you're all I ever think about. And I just want you to know that. Alright. You know, I definitely couldn't have watched this, these things doing that on the screen last week. I had vertigo last week, and honestly, honestly, I have never had anything, experienced anything like that at all, ever. It was really, really, really horrible. Car's going to need a good wash before we put it up. I wonder if washing it actually increases the value. That might be a thing. That might be why I didn't get quite as much for the pulse. So that might be something to take note of next time, or this time even. But I say we'll get this done, and then take it over there, get it washed, and then we'll get it out on the front. We're probably not going to get it up for sale today, but again, we can sleep the night away, which generally is the idea. But get it washed and get it out on the front, get it up and up for sale. Go to bed, Spotty, and then for those of you wondering where that came from, that was off the Young Ones. Yes, I am a huge Young Ones fan. Pretty much any late 80s up to mid 90s sitcom, I'm all over. Hale and Pace, Blackadder, obviously Bottom, which went on I think into the early 2000s, to be fair. But yeah, Hale and Pace, as I say, Fry and Laurie, Young Ones, Blackadder, all of the New Statesman, I think it was called, with Rick Mayall in it as well. All of those stuff. All of those things, very much a massive fan of, so that's where the go to bed Spotty came from. Alright, let's get it washed off, and then we will get it up for sale, get ourselves to bed. I quite like the water effect, that's quite good. Some games do water very well, and some games do water really terribly. But that is actually quite good, because that's kind of hitting the metal and then sort of spraying back, which is obviously what water does. So while the computer's away tomorrow, I'm going to try, if I can, and see if I can get a way round and get 1950s Farm working. I am determined I am going to get that save working, and I'm going to get FS22 working on my new computer. For whatever reason, my new computer does not like FS22. It will load it in, and I can play it, and then it just says you're not playing it no more. Then I have to uninstall it, reload it in, and then I can play it one time, and then it says, you're not playing that no more. And it just keeps coming up, files corrupted. I'm not sure why, because I mean it's legitimate from Giants' website. I used my actual Giants key that you get when you buy the game, sort of originally, and so I don't know why it keeps coming up with that, but it does, unfortunately. And no, we're not getting 12. What about 10? Yeah, we can get 10. So, excuse me. So we'll get it up. Who knows? We might even get. Well, I think 8 o'clock is when customers stop coming. I guess the way really to do the game is to take out the loan and get like a few cars on the forecourt. I guess that's really what the game wants you to do, but let's have a little look. Yeah, 5,000. So it wants you to get a little loan, and then you can open up the 20,000, and then yeah. Standard computer game logic, that is. Crikey, mate, don't insult me. I'll do 8,500. I'll do 7,500, and honestly, mate, I'm giving it away. I'm giving it away, son. Do you know what I mean? I'm giving it away. It's no good. Yeah, go on. We need the money.
All right, partner. That's the good deal.
Yeah, it was for you. Think I am a charity case, right? Let's. I know there is no undrivable cars at the moment, but we will just keep putting drivable. We do have an undrivable car on the forecourt that we do need to at some point get mechanicked up, but for now, at least, that isn't going to be for now. Look at all these lovely cars. Look. We could make good money on them, but we can't afford them. Alright, how far away is it? 218 meters. We'll run down there. So the game is very grindy. That's kind of what I'm learning. These games usually are, in all fairness to the games. I'm not learning anything new here. These games are usually very grindy, but
No, got it, buddy.
all right, calm down. You can't blame a man for trying.
Tough one.
Oof. Mr. Attitude.
All right, let's do it.
I was gonna buy the bloody car anyway. But you can't blame a man for trying. Should we actually use the entrance this time? Rather than cutting across the grass? Alright, we'll see if we can get it all prettied up, all tarted up before morning. Oh dear, this one has got some serious rust. If I was recording this for a episode, this would be where a time lapse would come in, I think you'll find. It's not too bad, actually, to be fair. And like I said, I do really enjoy this part of the game. I find this... Ooh, oh, bugger. Joe, I don't know why they insist on putting mouse buttons on the side of the mouse. Anyway. Girly whinge over. Let's just crack on. We don't have to say goodbye for the summer. I don't wanna say goodbye to the summer. There is a lot of rust on here. Like I say, this would be a time-lapse situation. Whew. Feels like the most unbelievable blue eyes I've ever seen. And I say I love you always, forever, near and far, always together, everywhere. I will be with you, everything. I will for you. As you can tell, whenever I'm recording or playing games or whatever, the only time that it wouldn't be like that is if like I was doing an episode of Farm Sim or whatever. But when doing these types of games, I just sit singing to myself. I feel like a proper mechanic. At some point, a dodgy hat and a whistle's going to come along. As a kid, Mum used to take us to this barber's. And the barber in there, when he was cutting her hair, like in the bits between chatting to Mum and what have you, but when he was cutting her hair, he used to whistle. But the funny thing to that was he couldn't whistle, right? So he used to go I don't know whether that was ever deliberate or what, but yeah, he couldn't whistle, and so he just get this noise, like, you know, sort of. And me and my brothers used to take the mick out of him all. I mean, he was Ron, his name was, and he was, well, you know, he was good natured about the whole thing. Bugger, it was funny because you'd be like sat there having your hair cut, and then suddenly you'd start getting a draft in your ear roll, and you used to sit there thinking, "Hey, up, Ron's whistling again." Yeah. Oh, that's funny. There we go. Look at this. We're getting there. We are getting there. The other thing I like about this game as well is it doesn't take the mick. Once you get near to having it done, like, it will go on. Like, do you know what I mean? Tell you what, we have got loads on here, haven't we? Whew, this is a big job. This is a big old job. But we're getting there slowly but surely. It's a pity you couldn't have like a putty gun or a paintball gun filled with putty and then just fire it at the car. That'd be pretty neat. That'd speed the job up. That would speed the job up. Crikey, there is a lot on here. I do tend to find that the putty applying is the slowest part of this whole process. So once we get this done, we're on a winner here, trick. Another 80s, 90s classic. Only Fools and Horses. I watched the American version of Only Fools and Horses the other day. Wow. I mean, the bloke out of Back to the Future, the professor, to be fair, I'm not a huge fan of Back to the Future, so I don't know the name. But not Marty, as I say, the actual professor himself. He was Grandad in the American Only Fools and Horses. And I just couldn't take him seriously. Like Leonard Pierce, Only Fools and Horses was pretty much the only thing I'd ever seen him in. Years later, I did go to London. Excuse me. I went to London to see The Producers, and he was in that, funnily enough, with Lee Evans and God, I can't remember the guy's name. He wrote it or co-wrote it, and he was in it as well. But it was Leonard Pierce, Lee Evans, and this other bloke who I just can't remember the name of. And he was really good in that. But the problem was I could only see him as Grandad. so even though they were, I mean, it was a comedy play. I mean, it wasn't a serious, well, whether it was meant to be a serious play, I don't know. But Lee Evans definitely made sure that wasn't a serious play. He made sure that was a comedy. And honestly, he was absolutely bloody hilarious in it. Really, really funny. Really funny. Yeah, it was very, very good. And Leonard Pierce as well, because Leonard had that kind of sense of humour where he'd be saying stuff and you wouldn't be too sure whether he was joking, whether he was serious, or whether he was in on it or what. And it made, as I say, it made for a really, really good play. The play, if I remember correctly, I think the play was meant to be about two and a half hours, something like that. And it went on for like nearly 3.5 hours, because Lee Evans was just every 2 minutes he was like breaking out into sort of a stand-up routine, and it was so funny. By far and away the best money I've ever spent when I've gone to the theatre, and I go quite a bit. I mean, obviously I'm on my own now. I'm not married or sort of with anybody or whatever. So everything I do, I sort of do for myself. And I really love going to the theatre, and I went about 3-4 times last year. I went to see the Everything Goes Wrong play, I think it was called. Yeah, I went to see that. That was really good. I went to see, I went in November to see, I forget the name of the play again, but something along the lines of Being Earnest. I can't remember the full title though. It's got Stephen Fry in it, and he's a girl. He's a woman in it. Again, excuse me, very, 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 very funny. Very, 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 very funny play. For the purpose of being earnest, I think it is, or something like that. But yeah, very funny play. And I've been to see, this isn't last year, but over the years I've been to see We Will Rock You, Jailhouse Rock, The Golden Cadillac with the late Patricia Routledge and the late John Rudd in it. No, Roy Hood, even. I think he's dead. I don't know. I'm saying that, and he might not be. But anyway, he was in it with Patricia Routledge, who definitely is brown bread. She died last year, bless her. I used to like Patricia Routledge, keeping up appearances. Again, another, sort of mid to, I think it was early to late 90s, I think. I don't think it made it into the 2000s. I might be wrong on that. But that was another great British sitcom, keeping up appearances, with Onslow. Oh, nice. Whenever we were out, when I was with my ex, and we would be out driving, and she used to like keeping up appearances, and she used to do all the driving, and so when we was out sort of, going wherever, I'd be, mind the cyclist here. Do mind the pedestrian, Richard. And she'd be like, all right, Hyacinth, calm down. Oh, dear. Not too many of you in chat today. What's going on? Why are you not chatting to Mr. Jimmy? I like the ambient sound effects as well on this game. It's quite good. Better than, again, some games that the ambient sound of... I'll tell you another game that's got really good ambient sound effects that I will at some point end up streaming. I will be doing it for those of you that might be here because obviously you associate JimmyD with Farming Simulator. The reason I'm not playing Farming Sim at the moment is because my computer does just randomly turn off. And I don't want to get sort of, into a save and then it goes off and loses everything. So I'm just kind of playing this game. I mean, I am saving this game. I've got the auto save on. Yeah, so I've got the auto save on. But I just thought I'd play this as I've excuse me. As I've said, the computer goes away tomorrow to be repaired. So, although I think it is tomorrow evening. So if there's a chance and it's kind of behaving, which at the moment, touch wood, it is. If there's a chance tomorrow, I might do some more live streaming, as I say. But tomorrow, I'm sure it's about 4 or 5 o'clock. The courier's coming for the computer. There was a heck of a lot of rust on this car. I think next time when we go to look at a car, if there's a huge amount of rust on it, then we won't be buying it. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, hang on, I didn't do the exhaust. I didn't do the exhaust. You watch now. That I could have scanned it really, and that would have told me. But now that I've come here to do it, There isn't going to be any holes in it, of course. Nope. Oh well. Doesn't matter too much. Right. Now we'll go and wash it. And by the time we get all of this done, it'll be morning, the customers will be in, and we'll be away again. Like I say, I do realise that the whole point of the game really is to take out the loan and get more than one car, because this is quite a long-winded way of doing it. We might do that, actually, to be fair. I might take out the loan. I don't normally take out loans in the games, in these types of games, but as I was going to say, another game with really good ambient sound effects is Destruction Simulator, if I didn't say that, because I know I was about to, and then, as per with me, I sort of wandered off onto something else. But yeah, Construction Simulator is another game that has really good ambient sound effects. Turns out I hate washing cars as much in game as I do in real life. Right, we'll sleep and just pass the couple of hours on. Just have a slurp in my tea. Right, we've got 6,000, so we've got enough for another car, really. So I think we should. Again, I know they're all drivable, but see, excuse me, see what's available. They seem to have a little bit of value, don't they? So we'll go and have a look at that one, I think. While we wait for another customer, get yourself in there, mate. There's a nice car in there. I'll be there in a second. Ah. Right, just look away for a minute. Yeah, I've seen a problem there. We're not going to be able to clean the roof, or very easily anyway. So there's no there's no point with that one. We'll stick to cars for now, until we get a worker in the on the wash bay, and then we'll let them do them. So we'll stick to cars for now.
Okay. Good.
Could actually go for one of those better cars now. Look, we could go for that. Again, it ties all our money up in one car again. But obviously we'll make a bigger profit, I hope, well, in theory, like. Hello, darling. Shooby-dooby-doo, where are you? Is it down here? Could be. I'll walk on the sidewalk. On the sidewalk, get me. Cross over the road, my friend. Morning. Oh, look at that. That's a nice car. Not a lot of rust on there, look. Hardly any rust on there. 15,300. You're having a giraffe, my love. 12 and a half. 13, not bad. Not bad. We'll go 12,900. How about that? 12,974. I ain't gonna argue. Thanks very much. Off we go. We've got a nice motor here. Very little work gonna need doing to it. I don't even think it needs to be washed, does it? The only thing that it will need, I bet, is it will need a hole in the exhaust patching. That is my guess. But I don't think that's got any rust on it. You watch, I'll turn around and it'll be full of it. No, that's got no rust on it whatsoever. If I scan that, that would be much easier than going into there and doing that. Holes in the no holes in the exhaust. Literally, we have bought a car that we can sell. Does it need washing? Nope, it doesn't even need washing. We literally bought a car that we could just sell. I should have gone with me instinct. Don't go anywhere, darling. Oh, that's a geezer. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know, all your rights and all that. Oh, dear. Take a picture of it, James. I mean the car, not him. I mean the car, not him. Right. Let's get the motor car up for sale. What we'll do is we'll get this car sold. Then we'll break for lunch and then I'll come back this afternoon. But I did promise that I would have lunch with someone. So I like to keep my promises if I can. Do you know what? 20,000. We can get, I don't know, if we can get more. 22,500. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, that's 23. There we go. Not bad. Like I say, we'll get this sold, and then I'll stop for lunch, and then I'll be back this afternoon, probably around 1 o'clock-ish, I would say. Between 1 and 1:15, I would say. Oh, I don't know. No, I might get back quicker than that. I don't know.
Oh, hell no.
Depends. Depends how chatty they are. If it's anything like the other day when I went for lunch with them, not very. Lunch was very brief. Oh, hello, mate. It's a nice motor, that. No bartering down. Look at that, look. Lovely car, lovely car. What are you telling me? £14,000 or £15,000? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. 21,500. I gotta be honest, mate. You ain't gonna get anywhere near where I want to be on that car. That car, mate, brand new. I'm telling you now. I can't read American number plates, and they're probably made up anyway. So now that dress, that blue car, I'm telling you now, it's all for you. Don't walk away from me when I'm talking. Come back here. Hello. Attitude. Jeez. Oh, she's still giving it some. Oh, she's off. Oh, she's off and all. Oh dear. Maybe I should have accepted the geezer's offer. Hey up, brothers. I mean, that is definitely a look. The bright green shoes with the green, yellow and red t-shirt. Very nice. Oh, hey up, we got one coming in here, look. Oh, she's back. If you've just come back to show me attitude again, you can knock off out of it. Porridge. That was another great sitcom. Fletcher's favourite word was knock, wasn't it? You knock. Now listen here, Fletcher. It's soon time for you to go to lunch. Is that right, Mr. MacGyver? I've got to be the worst impressionist ever. Oh, hey, you're in. What are you telling me? 15,000. Again, you're quite a long way short. I'll do 20,000. Is that 20,000? Yeah. I've got to be honest. 18, and I really don't. 18,500, which means I can then come down one more. Because 18 really is going to be my limit on that. I've got to be honest. 1739, that's not too bad. I mean, it's not very much over the market value, so I think you're being a bit stingy, love. Right, what I'm going to do is, because I'm going to have to go for lunch because she's just pulled up into the drive, so I'll go for lunch, and then as I say, I'll be back this afternoon, probably around, what's the time now, 5 to 12, so I don't know, by 12:30 I would say 1:45 lunch will be finished. Usually brings lunch with her, so it's not like we're going out for lunch. So I'll see you all in a little bit. Thanks ever so much for watching the first half, and as I said, this afternoon we'll crack on for another few hours, but thank you, and I'll see you a bit later on. Bye for now.